Hello, and welcome to the StormChasers Network. Today, we will be looking at the multiple radar systems that we use here at SCN and also the Pennsylvania Storm Chasers, PSC. Currently, we are looking at WSV3 Professional, or Weather Studio version 3. Within WSV3, we are able to see a wide range of normal day-to-day weather, tropical systems, and also snow systems. Along with this, we also have direct access to the National Weather Service and the Storm Prediction Center for their overlooks and outlays. Currently, you are looking at the national radar level. As you can see, if I turn that off, you don't see any radar. But when you turn it on, you see the compilation of every single radar site within the United States. Along with this, we can also check Visible GOES satellite. What Visible satellite is that you can actually see live satellite images from NASA and NOAA. We can also check infrared for at nighttime when the sun is behind the earth. We can still see with infrared. And as a new feature, you can also check out water vapor. Along with such, you also have meta reports. Meta reports are from usual NWS sites or airports, mostly airports. As you can see, this is the Butler Airport, and it says the station identifier, KBTP, the time of the report, the current temperature, dew point, the altimeter, the wind speed and direction, along with relative humidity. Sorry. But as you can see, it's nice because you can turn it on and you can quickly see what the temperatures are throughout the United States. And as you notice, there are some offshore locations. These are usually research ships or even oil rigs. You could do temperature, the dew point, the wind speed and direction, what the altimeters are, gusting winds, and relative humidity. Along with such, you also have severe watch lines and areas. Since we don't have any now, you're not going to see any. Going to what we like most is it's called NexRad Pro. Whoops, sorry about that. With NexRad Pro, you can actually see live radar scans through the National Weather Service stations and such. This is level 2 data. This is level 3 data. Level 2 data gets a bit more enhanced. As you can see, these are actually pretty large storms. You can also check out the melting layer, which is just showing you how far that radar site can actually look. Then we also have a thing called radar control. With radar control, we can have storm cell tracking mode and also the SCIT system. With the SCIT system, we can actually track a storm and see where it's going and everything like such. Since we can't see that now, we're not going to really have much to show on the SCIT system. You can also check tracks and a melting layer. Along with such, you also have base velocity. And with base velocity, you can check for rotation and sometimes a debris field of a tornado. We will turn off the mailing layer. If we go over to model, with the model we can actually see the three main model types, the GFS, the NAM, and the HOOO. With this we can actually see the radar futurecast of where they think storms may be going. As you can see, this is snow, this is ice. This is 1 hour in advance, this is 2 hours when it loads up. That's the HOOO. This is the NAM, 1 hour, 2 hours. Then also the GFS, which apparently the GFS does not do future casts. Also on such you have meso-analysis data. This is the wind gust. So they can predict how strong wind gusts can get. And then what we can also check out is local storm reports. When you call into the National Weather Service, they take down basic information such as location, who you are, and also what you're calling about. So we can see here that in the city of Peru, in Berkshire County, in I think it's Rhode Island. Don't quote me on that. Maybe Massachusetts, which I think. You can see non-severe, non-thunderstorm wind damage, and it was called in by the public. And the remark is there was a tree down on Route 143. This is great for emergency management agencies to manage storm damage reports and such for analysis afterwards. We can also check advisories, the local advisories throughout the United States. So if we look here, we can see the effective date, the expire date, the urgency, severity, and the certainty, and then the report of what the advisory is saying. And then if we look at convective outlooks, with convective outlooks we can actually see where the Storm Prediction Center is expecting to see most of the storms for the days. As you can see, day 2 it starts to grow, day 3 it starts to come over. Don't know if they have a day 4. No. So day 3 you can see how it starts to come over towards the eastern side. We can also check out active tropical systems. So if you look here, we can see the tropical best track, what it's doing, and then also the best prediction as to where it's going. So I turned on the additional, such as aircraft reconnaissance and everything, and as you can see, you can start to see how they're expecting it to get up to 46 mile per hour wind gusts. Here is the active system, so it's active system 20. You can see tropical depression, tropical disturbance, and then it still goes on to say disturbance. Then it here's to where it could become a Cat 1, and then tropical storm disturbance, whatever the National Hurricane Center pretty much says. Within this one, we can actually see buoy observations and ship observations. So this is the sustained winds, submarine observation. It was a 24-mile-per-hour gust. And this is usually all up along the coast. I don't think that they do have some in Lake Erie. I wasn't sure. We can also check out snow winter accumulations and how much is expected. So as you can see, they're expected to get about an inch of snow. 1 inch up near St. George's. Also, you could check ice accumulation. As you can see, though, there's no visible ice accumulation. And some miscellaneous is the temperature differences, how much the temperatures have changed, along with SPC fire outlooks. With these fire outlooks, you can actually see where red flag warnings can occur and everything like that. But this is WSV3 professional version. What's also nice is you can, if you're chasing, actually you can connect a serial GPS receiver or an in-speed serial anemometer. It's a great tool to have in the arsenal, whether you're an amateur, professional, emergency management, or pretty much anything. And this is WSV3, their website, and also the release. And from when I talked to Paul, I believe it is, if you have the core version, you want to upgrade to the professional, I think there's a discount. I'm not 100% sure because I seen it on the Facebook page, which I'll link in the description. But it's a great deal for anyone who loves weather. By far, this beats any other program known to date. So thank you, everyone.